Hey guys, Max82, welcome back to another tryout. Today's tryout is on Quake. I'm recording this quite late. I'm getting around to recording quite later in the day than usual, so I'm going to try and keep this relatively speedy so that I have enough time to get to everything else I need to record today. So, Quake. This is the first game for the series that has been played via the PC version. I played it through Game Pass, PC, Game Pass. I have Game Pass Ultimate, so I have Game Pass for PC, and thus I finally completed the thumbnail art logo thing where I've got, if you don't know, the gray box is PC games because PC game boxes are like black or something like that. I don't know, something like that. So, as I said, gonna keep moving along. Old school FPSs aren't something that I have that much experience with. I've played a little bit of the original Doom, and most of that, my first time doing that was through like a Game Boy Advance ROM or something. I grew up in Halo 2 and later, so my experience is with mostly newer FPS games. So I played about a half an hour of the single player and about a half an hour of the multiplayer, and then I messed around with the DLC add-on in the add-on section for Quake 64, which apparently is somewhat different than the original game. So, start with the single player. Single player is interesting enough. I don't really know what's happening narratively. Doesn't really give you that much. I don't think a lot of these older shooters really did. And so, I'm not really sure what's happening. I'm just sort of killing monsters, and that's sort of what it is. It's basic, but it's good enough. It's engaging, keeps you going, playing it. And I had a pretty alright time with that. Multiplayer, on the other hand, is very fun. I had a lot of fun with the like half hour or so that I played that. I just sort of jumped into somebody's lobby and screwed around. There was an eight-person lobby that then closed, and then a 4-person lobby that I ended up in after that. It was just whatever, we're just killing each other. What I didn't do very well, because I'm not very good at competitive multiplayer type areas, but it was a really fun time. I bet it would be especially fun to get friends together to play something like that. Now, on the other hand, Quake 64 is kind of unplayable. Like, you can see the footage right now. You can't turn off this sort of CRT filter thing, and it was really like straining my eyes. There are some interesting things, like there are some differences in the colors of places that I kind of like better on the Quake 64 version, but with this like CRT filter or whatever on it, it's pretty much not playable this way because it just strains my eyes so much, and it's sort of like I gotta squint really hard in order to tell what's happening. I don't know why it's here. I'm not quite sure about why that exists. That's just sort of like an add-on mod thing. Do download it. It is free from what I can tell. There's almost no reason to play this unless you're trying to hurt yourself. I don't understand why it's there at all. So, my conclusion here is Quake passes the tryout. It's, it's a classic, I think. I don't know if it's a classic or a cult classic. I don't think the original Quake is as big as later games in the series, and Doom, the original Doom is much bigger than that. So, I'm not sure if Quake itself is as much of a classic, but like, it's just an old school piece of gaming history, and it's still, a lot of these older shooters still hold up for the most part, outside of their visuals. Like, in terms of the raw gameplay, they mostly hold up compared to modern games. So, go ahead and give this one a try. It's on the Xbox, it's on Game Pass, probably a bunch of places. I'm sure you can find like abandonware DOS versions or whatever floating around if you want. Did I say it passed? It passes. Whatever. So, the end bits. You go to the description, you can find links to all my places, Twitter, Bandcamp, Patreon, my Redbubble shop, down in the description. Click those links, go those places, follow me, whatever. Hit the like button if you like the video, the dislike button if you didn't like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep with this and other shows. I do covers, I do game reviews, I do a bunch of stuff. I've got a bigger project in the works that's been coming along slowly over the last several months or so. So look forward to that. Leave a comment if you have you played Quake? What's your experience with Quake? Mine's not that much. Leave a comment, share the video, do the things. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.